Hey, welcome everybody to another Laser Distractions. If you are watching this for the first time, whether it be live or watching, a week from now or whatever, watching it on the replay, let me just tell you a little bit about what this is about. This is basically just me out here fiddling around in my shop, running stuff with my Omtech Laser. I have a Omtech 80 watt. It's the AF2435. And I'm also an affiliate for Omtech. And I have a discount code listed below in the description. So if you go down there and use that discount code, two things are going to happen. One, you're going to give old Dave the warm and fuzzies. And two, you're going to get an awesome discount on your total Omtech purchase. So just throwing that out there. And tonight I've got a special guest for me. Well, he's not really special, but I got this guy. He's going to come hang out with me. And I have a special reason for inviting this guy on. If you haven't noticed, I haven't been doing the Hobby CNC with Dave shows on Saturday. Taking a break from that. Much needed break. And Ryan is stepping up and doing, let's see. Tell me again what it's called. Making it up as we go. Making it up as we go. And he had every week is an awesome show, but last week in particular was really awesome because he had Bethany Archer from Board, Batten, and Design.com or something like that, who designs SVGs, and was a very interesting show. And what's kind of weird though is I'm just now finding out about it, and now she's getting ready to give that up and go do a bakery thing. So I wish her the best with that. But I thought tonight, since Ryan did that show with Bethany last Saturday, I would see how those files are for laser cutting, because I mean, I've showed several times how well I like the scroll saw patterns, especially those by Steve Good. Those make excellent files to cut for laser cutting. So I got on her site, purchased a file, and that's what I'm going to cut tonight. So I'm going to let Ryan kind of explain all the stuff that he'll be able to fill in some time while we're just watching it cut. But I picked out a file for that. So let me see if we got any comments over here.
Yeah, John Thompson has one here.
Okay, what is he saying here? Have you used the position icon yet? I watched a video about it today. It was really great for adding a CA job. I did for accuracy. I'm not sure. Are you understanding that, Ryan? Do you know what he's talking about?
The position icon. I think he's talking about in Lightburn.
He must be talking about that in Lightburn. Okay. Okay. I was gonna say, look, here, Dave's here, but
yeah, that was me. I forgot that I show up as you.
Yeah, Ryan shows up as me in here.
Yeah. Robin says that I look different at this angle, and it's probably because I got my hair cut.
Yeah, he got his ears lowered, look like. Okay. All right. Well, let's.
Oh, John is saying in Lightburn.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull up this file, and we'll kind of go through the motions. Let me see. I can turn this YouTube business off up here, I think. Let me get Lightburn open up here. And I wanted to kind of go through. I know, like I said, I hate that we're so late in the game, because when I bought that file today, she's got like a countdown counter, and I think there's just over 3 days left before.
Yeah. The second she's ending the sale. Yeah.
But that's why I wanted to do this show and talk about that tonight, because if anybody needs a good source for some SVGs and stuff, head on over there quick. In fact, she's got a great deal, and I'll be letting you talk about that while we're cutting tonight.
Oh, sure.
Let me.
I'll be interested in seeing which one you got.
Well, let's see here. Okay, here's the light burn. Now, what I did is I've already got this downloaded, and in fact, I've already played around with it. But I'm going to start from scratch and just bring this one in that I got, and it's a Happy Independence Day sign. And as you can see, I wanted to show y'all this. You know, it was a zip file, and then I unzipped it, and this is what you get. You get an Adobe file. You get okay, that's not the file. It's usage tips and tricks, digital file, commercial license. Let me pull that over a little bit. Okay, and then you get a DXF file, which my computer here, whenever it's a DXF file, it shows the VCAR Pro icon because that's what I have associated with it. And then you get a PNG file, and then you get an SVG file, which shows up here as Microsoft Edge for some reason. I don't know why it does that, but it's the SVG file. So this is what I'm going to select and bring this into Lightburn. And I got this thing. And it's already, I guess because of the color choices she used when she drew this, it comes in with these, these different layers. And I have changed it, but I wanted to show something, and maybe it's just, it's just my luck. I grab one that's not perfect, and I don't know how I managed to do that. But I noticed when I was cutting this or going through the simulation, I kept looking at it, and I thought something looks a little weird, and I'm going to show y'all what it is. If maybe you'll see it, I don't know. My glass of water's sweating all over me here. Okay, but if you look at these little curly cues, and I know that's probably getting too technical for y'all, but I'm going to call them curly cue things on the side here.
They are curly cues.
The one on this side, let's see, you can't even see my mouse, I don't think.
Sorry about the crickets, folks. I'm out in the country.
The one on the left looks fine, but when I zoomed in over here, I thought something don't look right, and I can see that it's got some weird lines and stuff right there going on. So what I did, it was no big deal. But like I said, it was just my luck. I grabbed one that's got a little goof in it. But what I did is I came back and I just deleted this one, copied the one on the left, and made a duplicate, slid it over here, and then mirrored it so it flipped it around the right way. And it took me about all of 30 seconds to do that. So, but this is what I'm going to run here. Now this one, since it's still got the messed up thing, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the one that I think I have ready to go.
And she likes to know if there's an error or something like that in there. So if anybody purchases any of her designs and you run across something like that, if you let her know, she'll go back in and fix it to make sure that it's
okay. Right. Well, I'm just wondering, since we got 4th of July coming up, or Independence Day, and this, I'm not sure, this might have been the only one that had anything to do with the 4th of July, I think. I don't remember. There might have been more, but this is the one I picked. But I'll send her an email and tell her. Like I said, it was not a big deal because once I discovered that the one on this side was messed up, I just duplicated the other one, flipped it over, and put it back in there. So anyway, this is what I'm going to run tonight, and I've got a a piece of drop that's actually from this
Jerry.
window of my square drop that I'm going to be running. Is this the holiday where Will Smith took out the aliens? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is, Jerry. But I'm going to take my little piece of drop here and measure real quick. This thing is, and this is not cut straight at all. It's a little over 22 by a little over 13 or so. So it will easily work for what we're going to do here. And I'll bring this one in here too. Okay,
Yes,
so I think what I'm going to do is rotate this around. Oops. Come on, Dave.
John's asking if you can stretch it to put some more distance between the E and the D of day. Yeah, you should be able to do that if you wanted to. It's all, what do? You're gonna split it. You split the model apart, and it should let you do whatever you want to it.
Okay, so I think, let's see how big this is here. This says it's a little over 4 inches wide by 17. So that'll easily fit. In fact, I should be able to get two of them because what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a backer board after the fact. And I think I'm going to paint these probably red, white, and blue for this project. Not during this show, but I'll be painting them and posting photos later. So let's bring this up here.
Are you going to do the Gatton style paint job?
I think I will.
Nice.
I think I will. Let's see. Let me get my. I think there's actually plenty of room. I'm going to set the origin right there, and then we'll frame this. I think it's going to be. Oh yeah, that'll work fine. I better check to make sure. It's not sticking up too much.
My air conditioner kicked on, so hopefully it's not annoying anybody. I know you can hear the crickets.
Okay, and let me set the focus because that last thing I ran, I was running that cutting board thing the other day for Dana.
Oh, thanks for letting me know, Robin.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to turn my volume up because with this chiller and everything running, I have trouble hearing you. Okay, so let's go back to the origin. Frame it once more. Yep, still looks good. All right. Now, I tell you what, it was really hot out here when I came out here a while ago, and I've had the chiller running. So it looks like it's within range right now. Although it looks like it's having a little trouble keeping up because it is pretty toasty out here. So I will be keeping an eye on that temperature.
Are you getting any of the haze down there?
Am I getting any what?
Any of the haze from the fires?
Well, yeah, they talked about it on the news one day, but when it gets hot down here, we get these air quality alerts even without any forest fires going on anywhere. So, um, but it's not too bad. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and fire this thing up, and then while it's running, I'm going to get Ryan to talk about the story about the board, batten, and let's see, is that right? Board,
Board
batten.
and batten design.
Okay, yeah. All right, well, let's hit this and see what happens. Just looking at that, that may be too thin since I didn't scale it up any. I hope it's going to hold together. We'll see. All right. Ryan, if you want to talk a little bit about
Yeah.
the deal that she's got going on and let people know, might be a lot of people. And like I said, we got to let them know quick because I think there's only a little over 3 days left before she's going to be shutting it down. So
Yeah. Yeah. So on the show the other night, we had Bethany Archer on, and she is an SVG designer. She opened up her shop, I think, in 2018, and it's her full time gig. She has kind of that antique farmhouse style, and so she's, I guess, due to health reasons, she's decided to move on and do something a little more active instead of sitting in front of a computer all day long. And so she's going to be shutting down her shop because it costs a lot to keep that stuff running, even if you're not actively doing anything with it. You got servers and you got all the fees for the websites and blah 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 blah. Service fees and stuff like that. So she's decided to shut it down, and she's was I've been following her for several years, probably 4 or 5 years at least, and she would make these bundles of different events, like a fall bundle, which would have all of her fall designs in it, and she would come out with 30 or 40 designs, and it would be a big group of them, and she'd give you a nice discount on them and all that. And well, now she's doing a bundle where it's the entire catalog. So it's, I think it's 1,026 designs, but that's not even how many designs it is really, because like one of them that I have purchased in the past was um, kind of like the like you have the established date for the wedding stuff, so you have the name, and then underneath of it it'll say established, and this had like curly stuff around it and some antlers and stuff like that, and they had it for every letter of the alphabet. So really there's 26 in that file, instead of just one. So it's pretty cool. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. Anyway, she's selling the entire catalog as a bundle for $297. So if you want to use them on lasers or crickets or whatever, it's a she makes really nice looking designs, I think. Um, but if you didn't want to buy the whole catalog, you can always buy an individual SVG, and she has a code for that. I think it's last sale is the promo code, and it gives you 50% off of any design SVG file, not
is
non.
Ryan, is that the? Can you see the banner I put
Yep.
on there? Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yep. And so she's running that sale from the 22nd of June to the 2nd of July, and so and then she's shutting it down. She did send out an email the other day saying that if you did buy the bundle, she's now going to be including like all the font names and all that she used in each of the things for the folks that bought the whole bundle. So like John Thompson, you're going to get an email, I guess, an updated email showing all the fonts that she used or where she got them or what have you. Because I guess people ask about that for helping to modify the designs to make them your own or whatever. So but yeah, it's like I said, I've purchased a bunch of files from her and over the years, and I like them a lot. I think they're really good. So pretty
Well,
cool.
when I was on there today, of course, I just bought this one file, $3.50,
Yeah,
and I am really giving some serious thought into purchasing the whole thing for the 297. That is a heck of a deal.
it is.
And of course, I only have a little over 3 days to, to figure out if that's what I want to do. But yeah, I might end up buying the whole bundle. I want to get on there and spend some time looking around.
Yeah, she's got stuff for like the beach. If you're going to do any kind of crafting stuff, or if people want you to make stuff for them all the time, or anything, I mean, it really covers the gamut of whatever you might want to try to make.
Yeah,
And it comes like you can't resell the files, but you can make whatever you want with them and sell it. You know, there's no. I think she has like a supposed limit of 100. Well, it's not a supposed. I think that's what her thing is like $150,000 in sales or something like that. But I think that's per file, something like that. I don't know, but you know, I don't know if that would ever come up anywhere. To be honest with you. But I know I probably wouldn't sell $150,000 worth of stuff myself. No, I wouldn't have to worry about it. But
yeah.
yeah,
I know I personally wouldn't. I don't do the Etsy thing or even put stuff like that on my website. But it's just such a great deal.
it really
It's
is.
it's tempting to get it, and because you don't want to be a year or two down the road and go, oh man, I could have had
Yeah.
all that stuff to sell.
Yep.
And like you said, you can't sell the files. They're not really your files, but you get the use of them to, whether it be laser cut or Cricut or Silhouette or
Commercial and yeah. You,
whatever you're
I,
doing with it.
I I've
Uh,
I've cut stuff with V bits with it before.
oh yeah, yeah,
I mean, it you can do whatever you want. Her style really lends to a wide variety of stuff.
yeah. This file that I'm cutting right here could easily be done with like probably be best with like a 60 or maybe even a 30-degree V bit,
Mm-hmm.
and it would still be cool looking.
Oh yeah, if you did if you stained or painted that the wood beforehand with like streaking it with red, white, and blue, kind of streaky, like kind of whitewashed type of
Yeah,
streaks or
yeah.
whatever, and then you covered it with the ore mask, and then you carved it with a 30 degree bit, and then sprayed those all black. Oh man, that would pop so nice. That would that design would look really cool with that. So, yeah, it's pretty fun. So I don't know if anybody can tell, but I've got a little bit of Canada behind me, and I'm in Maryland.
All right, John's got a question you'd probably be more qualified to answer than me, Ryan.
Okay.
He says, is there a way to open the files and have the image of the file say in Aspire clip art so you can scroll through to find what you want?
Hmm. I don't know.
Well, I'm thinking if say you bought the whole shebang, can't you take an SVG file and add that to the VCarve library and then it shows up like the little mini thumbnail type thing?
You would know that more than I do. I've used VCarve 3 times.
Well, I think you can, John. I mean, maybe Jerry or somebody else can help us out and answer that. But I haven't done it much, but I know you can put your own files into that library, and then when you click on that folder or whatever, they show up as like little square thumbnail type things, as well as all the free stuff that comes with VCar Pro.
I don't know. Like I know when I have images on my computer, I can right click the open file, and I can say, show icons large or extra large or whatever, and it'll like the photos. It'll give me a picture of. I don't know if it would do that with an SVG or not. I can't say I've ever tried. If I was sitting in front of my computer, I would try, but I'm outside with an iPad with my dogs. My pups are out here. There's Sage, and there's Ranger sitting at my feet. They're looking for deer.
Yeah.
Grandpa's probably going to bed anytime now, so I'll be able to go inside and having a good time.
Yes, we are live, Al.
What's going on, Al? Let's see here. Clipart has local. Here. The new version of Aspire on the Clipart tab has local files, so I can view folders on my hard drive and let me drop an SVG on there and see if I can see that. So he's going to try it and see.
Okay, yeah, he's going to test it for us. I'm pretty sure you can, but
Thank you, Mr. Jerry. Oh, Ranger's on alert. He must see deer.
so far I'm really digging this thing. I think that's going to look really cool painted up. Because I'm gonna do the the frame part white, and then do well.
There's so
I've
many different
changed the
ways you
layers
could
so the
do it.
layers don't look the same, but I'm gonna have it where some of it is blue, some of it is red, and then of course the thing it sets in will be white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's at least 5 or 6 ways you could do this design on a laser too. I mean, you could do it
Yeah,
like
I mean
how you're
you
doing
could.
it here. You could stack them in different ways or what
Yeah,
have
or
you.
you could do it like a scroll saw and just pick it up and not use those inside letters and just paint the backer board.
Yeah,
I mean, like you say, there's a bunch of different ways you could do it. There are some little tiny pieces that I'm going to have to. Well, I guess they're not that tiny. Hopefully, I won't lose them when I know when it gets done here, which should be done in just a minute, I think.
yeah. Even and if you didn't like the curly cues or whatever, you could always just in the design you could just delete it
Yep.
when on in Lightburn. You wouldn't even have to do that because and that would look nice on that too. I mean, that would be
Yeah, I
really
mean, you could swap that out and put a 1776 or something beside it where the curly cues are, or
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, there's some the different things you could do with it is pretty. That's a really good design. I like this one a lot. I can't remember even seeing this one on there, but like I said, there's over 1,000 different designs. So
Yeah, I think when I went to her site, there's a little hourglass, or not an hourglass, but a magnifying
countdown.
glass thing for search.
Oh, okay.
And I started out searching for July 4th or 4th of July, and it didn't find anything. But I think I found this in the category where you click on that's called holidays. And I had to go through, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, all that stuff. And then I found this one.
No, it'll only see JPEGs. Probably not able to view vectors that way.
Okay.
So
All
how
right.
could we figure that? How could we fix that though? Could we? Um, you could probably put it into. I mean, it would take time to do, but you could probably pull up the put the design into say Lightburn or something like that, and save it as a JPEG or something like that that would show up, right? And
Yeah.
then at least you'd have a reference to it of which one you're looking for, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
There's some ways to do it. We just have to figure it out.
All right. I tell you what, that chiller is working overtime to try to keep it
Oh yeah.
cool. Yeah. That's why I keep walking. You see me leave out of the frame. I keep going around there to take a peek at it. I don't want it to start sneaking up, temperature crawling up on me. But according to my thermometer over there, it's about 84 degrees out here. And when I first turned that on, of course, that's in Celsius, it was like 28 degrees Celsius. And see, I keep it between 16 and 18. So I
Nice.
turned it on, and when I got ready to fire this up, it was still at about 18 something, but it has dropped to, well, now it's back. All it's got down to is about 17.5. It hadn't made it down to even close to 16 yet,
Wow.
which is what it normally does.
Very cool.
It's just a little tough to keep up with, but I think this is cutting fine. I hope so.
Looks like it. This, tonight's like old times, Dave.
I think it's going to pop out of there.
I know if I design something in Aspire and save it, it'll have the layout of it in clip art on in the CNC file. Well, maybe you could just import it and then just save it without doing anything to it.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's what you have to do.
I
Yeah, it's
mean, it's going to
probably
be time
saving.
consuming no matter what you do.
Yeah, it's probably saving the VCarve or the Aspire file
Yeah.
like that. Okay, well, I need to come up here and let's see here. I'm going to grab
Oops, hey,
this
buddy.
outer. Let me ungroup that. I just want that outermost thing. I'm going to duplicate it,
Ooh.
slide it over a little bit. And we'll make it a different layer, I guess.
Uh, Robin, she actually has at least one person that has like rights for reselling. I don't know what the details of it were, but I know it was more than $300 to be able to do the reselling on them. But yeah, it's I don't understand, but I respect it, and yeah, that's what she's doing. So it's a shame though because they're so good. And her emails are always really nice too. It's like she's talking to you.
Okay, I think we're ready to cut the border.
I'm gonna drop you on mute for a second so I can see if Grandpa's still up, and you won't hear me groan as I get out of this chair and my knees crack.
I do have, I'm going to turn this banner back off, but I do have a link down below in the description if anybody wants to check out that website. Get them some nice SVG files or PNG or whatever. You know, like I said, when you buy one, you not just get an SVG file, but you get a zip file that has the DXF, the PNG, and the SVG, as well as instructions and tips and all that kind of stuff. So, all righty. I don't know if I'm going to be able to lift this up without dropping all that in there or not. Let's see. Let's see if we can pull that out. Yeah, man, it's going to be pretty fragile here.
There we go. Now we won't get dinged for copyright.
Well, not too bad. All of these did cut nice. Man, that is so, you can see that, pretty fragile.
Robin, yes, it's $297 for the bundle of all of her files and all that. You just don't have reselling rights for the file. You can make product and stuff like that with it and sell them, but you just can't sell the files themselves. Oh, yeah, no. Grandpa, he listens to the news very loudly, and so I had to go on mute so I could shut the TV off because he's gone to bed. Jerry's getting eaten up, not even being outside. I think that's something that's been good about this Canadian thing. We here in Maryland, like where I live, the mosquitoes haven't been horrible yet. Now that I've said that, I'll probably get destroyed. But
Okay, I got this A in happy was so fragile I broke it. So I'm gonna go back and cut me another A. Let's come back up here.
I've got water, Robin.
Let's see, where was the? Okay, yeah, I need this right here.
Oh yeah, I can see how that would be a fragile one.
Duplicate it, scoot it over, and we'll put it on this layer again. Okay, let me turn that back off. And I'll just get rid of that. In fact, what I'm going to do,
is he going to use his camera?
just to make sure I can get one without tearing it up.
Do a couple.
I'll do 2 or 3 of them. Let's see if I got it in the right. That'll work right there, I think.
Last 5 signs were cedar faced in grain match, so if I messed up a letter, had to redo the whole thing. Oh, ooh, that would have been brutal. Oof. Oh, Rob was keen on the pack, but it's 450 Aussie, and there's a lot of US theme files that he wouldn't use. There's an easy solution to that, Rob. Move to the United States. Well, like I said, if you do see something in there that you like, if you use the promo code last sale, you get 50% off of it. So it's out there. I thought might be valuable for somebody.
Yeah, that little spot inside the A is really tiny.
Yeah.
But I got it.
Nice.
All right, now, can I pick this? Can I pick this up and show you without all the stuff falling out? I'm not going to tilt it much, but there it is. Now, like I said, I'm going to come back and paint all this like I like to do my little characters and stuff. Probably do that white. And I don't know, I may just try to do some different colors and see how it looks. But there we go, just in time for the upcoming July 4th holiday, which is Tuesday, if I remember correctly. So possibly a 4-day weekend for some lucky folks.
Yeah.
For me, they're all the same.
Robin says to paint it now. We're bored and need something to watch.
She says, what'd she say?
She says to paint it now because we're all bored and need something to watch.
No, that it takes me too long to do it. There's and no doubt I'll probably break some of these. I have little let's see, do I have them out here? No, I don't think I have them out here. But I have little tweezers. They're not the kind of tweezers you normally think of. It's they're the bent kind. They came with my vinyl cutter.
Yeah.
And
the weeding tweezers.
I use those to kind of just hold something down while I'm painting. Some of these things you barely press too hard painting and they'll break because they're that fragile. But I will get this done sometime over the weekend, and you'll be seeing pictures. One thing I think this is going to look cool. I'll see if I can. I'll probably mess around and break something. But well, let me go show you back on the this here. See, if you look close, see this red little, that's real skinny. So that's a little rectangle ring. Then you got another one right there that's real thin. And then you got this where this 2 black lines are. That's another rectangle ring. So I think if you on the very outside do 1 white, 1 blue, 1 red or something, I think that would look pretty cool, as well as having the lettering different colors and stuff like that. But I really like that. Like I said, I hated that the one file I got had that one little boo-boo in it, but it was, really about all of 30 seconds to fix it. And I will let Bethany know in case she wants to go in there and fix that one.
Welded or whatever it was supposed to do.
But anyway, I guess that is going to do it for this evening's laser distractions. I hope I distracted y'all for a little while. And in case anybody's wondering too, it's called laser distractions because this whole thing is meant to be a distraction from all the crazy stuff that's going on. So, hopefully it.
There's a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean it's tons of it. But anyway, let's see. I got to get the right shindig here. Let's see. We'll remove that.
Very large.
But once again, the website is www.boardbattendesign.com. Bethany Archer's her name. Got some great deals. Go over there and get you a few or buy the whole shebang. Yeah, she's basically setting people up in a business,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because you probably, think how many times you could do stuff without running them all.
Oh yeah.
It'd take you forever to do them all. I know it would me.
Yeah, in one less than an afternoon, you could pay for that whole bundle.
If I had somebody that would, I'd be happy to buy the whole shebang and cut them if I had somebody to set up the Etsy store, do the painting, but I don't have nobody. Jack's not good at this. He can chase squirrels, and that's about all he's good for. So anyway, I guess we're going to get out of here. For those of you who are channel members, and you can tell who is by the little designation beside their YouTube channel thing. If y'all want to come hang out for a little while, Ryan and I'll probably be out here. I know I'll be out here a few minutes. Got to turn stuff off. And
I got stuff on the 3D printer, so I can't go to bed until about midnight when I can set one to go off overnight.
Okay, well, I ain't gonna hang with you that long, but I'll hang a little while. But anyway, if y'all want to, like I said, if you're a channel member, send me a Facebook message and I'll send you the link, and you can come hang out in the after thing, and we'll go from there. And until then, this will be it for this one. And I guess we'll see y'all next Wednesday. Hopefully it'll be cooler. And who knows what I'll be cutting. Tune in and find out.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see y'all later.